Hello everybody, this is Susanna from WordPress Building Blocks, and today we're taking an overview look at the WordPress dashboard. The dashboard is where you do all of your work, and it's the first thing you see after you log into WordPress. This is what your dashboard will look like after you've logged in and before you've added any themes, plugins, or other extras. For this demonstration, I've included posts, pages, categories, and tags to show you, but normally if you've just installed WordPress, these areas would be empty. So let's start right at the top in the upper left. Follow my cursor. Here we have the little WordPress icon, and you can get information about WordPress, WordPress.org, documentation, support forums, and feedback. Okay? Then you have the home, which is that lists the name of the site. In this case, this isn't my actual site. This is what I call my sandbox site, where I test out different themes and such. And so I'm calling it the WordPress Building Blocks Sandbox. Pretty clever, huh? And I could click here to actually visit the site and see what a site visitor would see. This icon is the comment icon, and it shows me how many comments are waiting for me to do something with them. In this case, none. And here you have the new area where you can add a new post, a new media, which could be an image or an audio file, a new page, or a new user. Okay, over to the right, you see it says Howdy, and there's my screen name. And from here, I can directly go to edit my profile or log out. And just underneath that, you have a help button where you can search for help on navigation, layout, content. You can get documentation about the dashboard, and you can go to the support forums. And to make it go away, you just click this little triangle. You also have screen options, and this is shows you how your dashboard screen is set up. Now, if I click this welcome button, for example, you can see it adds this welcome to WordPress notice area, which gives you some places where you could get started. I don't need it, so I unclick it. And you have at a glance, which shows how many posts and pages and comments are on your site. It shows you which version of WordPress you're running. In this case, it's 3.81 and the 2014 theme. It shows down below, it shows activity, recently published posts, recent comments. And then if we go back up, there's a quick draft area here where you can actually start typing a new post, and you type in the title and start typing content, save it, and it'll save it as a draft that you can go back to later to finalize and publish. And then in this area, you get some news about WordPress. So here's some news about the WordPress new version Parker, which was released last month, and some various other things of interest to WordPress users. Now, one of the things that's nice about the dashboard is that you can rearrange it and move things around. Let's just make this disappear. So, for example, if I wanted the quick draft to be over on the left, I can just drag it over there. And if I want at a glance up here on the right, I can just move it over there. And you can do that with every area of your dashboard. You can just drag and drop things to rearrange them and make them work in a way that is sensible for you and the way that you do your work. Okay, so now let's look at the dashboard menus. Okay, here's the dashboard home. That's where we are now. And updates tells you where you need to update if you have a theme or a plugin or WordPress itself where an update is available. This is the page where it will show you, and it'll give you the option to upgrade and install. Okay, posts, you can see a page that lists all of your posts. Okay, and you can add a new post, you can create categories, and you can create tags for posts. Now, media takes you to your media library, where you can also add new media. Pages obviously takes you to Pages, and you can add new pages. It's taking a minute here. There we go. Add new pages. And comments looks very similar. It shows a list of all of the comments that you've received and replied to. Now, appearance. This area is pretty important. This is where you activate your theme, where you make customizations, where you add widgets, create menus, add an image header if you want one, change the background of your site. There are lots of important choices here in the appearance section. Plugins shows your installed plugins. In this case, I have 3. Gives you opportunity to add new ones or to use the editor. Now, in the user section, you can look at all users, or you can add a new user, or you can update your own profile. And this is what your profile page looks like. And you can see that I have some blanks here. I could add more information if I wanted to. Okay, tools. WordPress gives you some tools that help you to do some basic things, like if you want to import a blog from WordPress.com, or if you're moving to another host, you can import an existing WordPress site, or you can import from Blogger or BlogRoll or various other blog sites. You can also create a site, or a file rather, to export. So if you're moving from one host to another, you'd create an export file to get all of your information, and then you would import it into the new host. Okay? Settings. You have 6 settings. You have some general WordPress settings, and then you have some settings that oversee how you write your posts and pages, and can make various choices about how they're read, and how comments are handled, how media is handled, and then something called permalinks. Now, once you're familiar with all of this, you can save some screen space by collapsing this menu, and then you just see the icons. And you can go ahead and click on them or expand them, or if you need to look at them again, you can just bump them out. And there you go. There's a quick overview of the WordPress dashboard. And we're going to be making individual videos that go into much more depth about your posts and your media and your pages and all of the other dashboard icons that you have and dashboard menus that you have. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please send me an email. And the email address to send to is info@wpbuildingblocks.com. Or you can keep an eye out. I'm going to be doing some live hangouts on Google+, so you can join those and ask your questions live if you want. Hope you've enjoyed this video.